This little video is about the idea of not trying to solve problems that you don't yet have. This was born out of a coaching conversation I had with somebody 15 years ago, and she said to me, I know what I would love to do, but I'm not going to do it. She said, I may fall out of love with this in a few years' time, and if I did, I'd be devastated. I don't know what I would do, so I'd rather not go down that route in the first place. And part of me had to kind of bite my lip because it seemed quite a kind of outrageous thing to say. But as we continued the conversation, I realised that, she was just basically worried about not being able to handle situations which may happen in the future. And that's totally understandable. We all are concerned about the future. We all worry about things. But what it made me really think about is how we rob ourselves of our power to act in the present when we're forever trying to solve problems in the future. The only problems we can solve are the ones that we have right now. We can think about how we might solve them in the future, and that's a great thing to do if it's empowering. But what I realize is that so many of us rob ourselves of the power to act now by worrying about how we may or may not be able to handle things in the future. And I think that's just such a big fear that so many of us have, is that if we go down a route or a new route, that we won't be able to handle things that come our way, whether those are problems to be solved, and sometimes they're really good problems. I've met a lot of people go, well, I'm afraid to start my business because I might be so successful I might not be able to handle everything that comes my way. And one of the ways I've come to think about it is, we're all going to have problems. So why not think about the high quality type of problems that you'd actually like to have? So if you're going to worry about problems, worry about how am I going to deal with all the clients that are going to come my way? How am I going to deal with registering for the tax authorities because I'm doing so well and having to pay so much tax? How am I going to hire a PA to help me because I'm so busy and I can't deal with it all myself? Those are high quality problems to have. So if you're going to worry about problems, worry about high quality problems. Get some good problems to worry about. But always remember that any problem that you're worried about for the future, what you're doing is robbing yourself of power in the present to act. So what I always suggest is to think about what are the problems facing you right now, today, tomorrow, next week, this month. They're the ones to focus on. Focus on the actions that you can take. What baby steps can you take now to be more bold or inspired or spiritually audacious? What steps can you take? Because what I've found personally and professionally is that as we solve the problems in front of us, we can handle bigger problems. That we have a confidence that grows out of dealing with things as they arise rather than trying to deal with things theoretically which may or may not happen in the future. And my experience is that 95% of the things that we worry might happen down the line don't actually happen. So it's just a kind of waste of energy, really. So the tip here is to really don't try and solve problems you don't have yet. Write a list of the problems, the opportunities, the challenges that you have right now, and look at how you can invest your time and your energy and your money into those problems and solving them and creating more opportunities right now, because that's where your power is, right here.